Hi friends. So in this video I'm going to show you how I install my Woodman Android car stereo in my Honda Amaze 2014 model. So let's begin. Before installation you need some small tools which probably everybody would be having. A soldering iron for proper connection, small cutter, plier. Then we have some screwdriver, long one and the short one. Some zip ties, wire stripper, multimeter. Yeah, that one is really important. Some tape, and apart from that, I have also made this color-coded detail, harness detail I call. So this will help me to identify and understand which wire will go into the stereo. So you can see the color coding at the left, and at the right hand side you will see where exactly this will go. Like if you see G and D, it's a black color wire and it will be connected to the ground. Similarly, if you see key 2 is gray wire and it will be connected to the steering wheel control. So this will really help if you have. Then it's a small camera which I will connect. This is the double din fascia which probably needed for filling the gap between Android stereo and the double din socket of the car. It depends upon the vehicle. The pricing changes. It is right now around 300 to 600 rupees. So these are two brackets which will go to the Honda Amaze. The supplied bracket with the Android stereo, they are not compatible. So I am removing my old brackets from this stereo. This bracket will be reused for the new Android. This is the Wi-Fi dongle, this is the thumb drive. I am planning to put this USB hub so that I can use multiple devices. Now if you see the dash, so that's the space where double din goes. This is the Oem harness from factory. As you can see, we are not making any cuts. The Oem harness is as it is, and all this sticker which I made, that I've already put on that wire. You can see these are the stereo wires. Rear left speaker, rear right speaker. Then we have illumination and ground. The coupler. This coupler you need to purchase for your vehicle. Since my earlier stereo was already having this, so I'm salvaging the same for the new stereo. Looks good. There are no connection issues. So let's go with the connections. There is accessory wire 12 volt. Whenever you turn your keys, this wire will supply the power to the Android stereo. Then we got this right speaker wires. We have a dome tweeter installed, so putting the dome tweeter in parallel. Then we got this reverse antenna wire. This is the power line. Whenever you put the vehicle in reverse, this wire will take the current from the tail light and feed it to the Android stereo. So Android stereo will know that okay, vehicle is put in reverse. This is the RCA cable for the reverse camera. That's the GPS I installed over here. You can see it's pretty simple. And these are the steering wheel control. The first, see, I have a basic version of Honda Amaze, and they doesn't have the steering mounted control. So I purchased this, hardly 600 bucks. These are connected through Wi-Fi with one small receiver over here. If you can see, yeah, over here, this one. So they are connected with the Wi-Fi, so that there you need not to run any wire. And through this controller, there are two wires available. These are steering wheel control wire. This I will be going to connect to the Android stereo. So you press a key, the signal goes from this to the controller through Wi-Fi, and through controller there would be a PWM output. this output goes through the Android, and Android will understand what to do about it. You can program it later. That's the factory fitted radio wire. So that's about it. You have to find out around 20 wire, identify them. We'll be getting something like 8 ohms or 4 ohms to be precise. So either it would be 8 ohm speaker or it would be 4 ohm speaker. That way you will verify that these are the speaker wires. And battery and ground, it is easily identifiable. Put a multimeter across battery and the vehicle body, you will read somewhere around 12 volts. Yeah, so these are the identification. This step is very much important, because once you identify these wires, then everything else is just doing bunch of soldering and you are done. So next I'm going to fit these mount with the stereo. So now I'm gonna show you how to strip the wire and do the pre-tinning. So that's the wire, you can see, small stripper. Make a small nick and just slightly peel it over. You will find that it is stripped right now. So after this stripping, it is essential that we should put stripped portion of the wire, apply some solder flux. Do not apply solder flux, the wetting will not happen. Take some solder material on the tip, and then generally, you see, the tinning happened properly. So after this tagging, I made the connection, did the solder wire. So you can see here RR minus and RR plus, and they are right now connected to RR plus and RR minus. So if you do the tagging of all the incoming wires, the vehicle wires, it would be very easy to find out the corresponding wires going to the Android stereo. Then see, the most important wires are the battery wire, then we have accessory wires, ground wire. These 3 wires need to be connected at the very last, and make sure that the connections are good. So this particular plug has 16 wires. All the wires are already tagged at the factory. All you need to do is find out the corresponding wires and then just insert the coupler. So you see, no vehicle wire has been cut, it's all through this coupler. And yeah, so that's about it. Now let's plug this Android stereo. And what we're gonna do is, just for the sake of simplicity, we are simply going to insert the power connector here, just for the trial. This is not the permanent fit, so routing is not done. Just for the trial sake, I'm going to connect this the power connector. Yes, you see the power connector is going right now. And gently just insert this. You should hear a click. Properly inserted. Yeah, the radio wire also can go in the proper port, and yeah, and reverse camera also we can put. So for the reverse camera, there is a separate 2-pin connector. That's the connector. And as I told you in my last video, you just simply cannot mess around. These connectors are having, you see over here, 8 pins, 4 pins, 6 pins, and 10 pins. So you cannot insert this into this. You simply cannot mess around. So that way the design is very good. And after plugging this, I'm just putting it here just for the sake of it. Proper installation we'll do it later. And then just turn the key. Yep. And see whether it pops up. Yep. First time lucky. And we can see some video or some audio is there. If oh good, we have some sound here. Very nice. So what I'll do after the installation, immediately we need to see whether all the speakers has been connected properly or not. So I would like to see the equalizer. Probably it would be there in setting. I would like to see the equalizer here. Yeah, so this will show you how the speakers are right now connected. So go up to one corner, increase the volume. Okay, so sound is from front left. Now let's go front right. Very nice. Front right is also working. Go to rear right. Oh yeah, very good. Then go to the front left. It is also working. So all our speakers are good. They are working good. Now the second thing is check the camera. For the camera, just put the vehicle in reverse and it should show the video. Yeah, so reverse camera is also working, so it means the connections are good and seems good. There is no issue at all. And that's the button for the shutdown. We can further do some Bluetooth pairing with the devices and other lot of stuff. So let me just do the harnessing, proper routing of the wire, and post routing we'll probably and we will also tell you how to program these small two steering mounted keys with this Android. So I did the all connection and the wire harnessing is also done. You can see everything is neat and clean, properly tugged, routed with the cable ties, and right now the antenna is connected, the GPS is connected, we have a connection of rear view mirror camera, we have a USB 1, USB 2, and it's a power connector. So everything is connected, and that's about it. I'm not going to connect this RCA because it has all the outputs and I am not needing any output, so not usable for me. I'm putting these brackets which are from my old stereo, and these mounting will be fastened on top of this, so that's way it will be installed. So after installation, the stereo looks like this. In the next video I'll tell you all the features and everything. Stay tuned.